Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel Bullets Garage on this chilly Monday morning, November 6th, driving to work. 39 degrees outside, and today I want to talk about the different driving modes that come with the Lexus GSF. So there's 4 different modes. You could go from Eco, Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus. And let me tell you, they all make a big difference in how the car behaves and how it feels, how it drives. So we'll talk about that today on today's vlog. So let's begin with Eco mode. And most people will be like, well, you're buying a big V8. Why does it even come with the Eco mode? There's no point to it. You're not gonna get any better gas mileage than you would just driving in normally, yada yada yada. And to some of those points, it's valid points that you're making. But let me tell you a couple instances where Eco mode is actually pretty useful. So for one instance, let's say you're in just bumper to bumper traffic on the highway or on the street, and you know you're not going anywhere. One flick to the left throws it into Eco mode, and Eco mode basically dumbs down the throttle so much that you basically have to like push the pedal halfway through to even get this car really moving, which is fantastic in Eco mode because you're stop and go traffic, you're not going anywhere. The car will not be jerky. Let's say you push the pedal too quickly, it won't jerk your neck back and try to break it off in Eco mode. It's just going to be very subdued, relaxed, because you're not going anywhere. It's very helpful. It will keep the car in a higher gear, save you on gas a little bit. So that's a good use for Eco mode. Next, let's talk about Normal mode, which is what I drove in for basically most of the time after I bought the car, because I wanted to get used to the car, how it feels. You know, it's a big V8, rear-wheel drive. It's my first rear-wheel drive car. I didn't want to just go traction off, Sport Plus, and lose control the first couple days I had it and end up in a pole or something. So I drove in normal mode to get a feel of how the car behaves, how your end steps out if you gun it a little bit, how the 8-speed transmission shifts. So I drove it in normal mode for a while, and I was a little bit disappointed with normal mode because I'm like, okay, this is a big V8 and it feels slow. Let me repeat that. It's a big V8, 467 horsepower, and in normal mode the car felt slow to me. Why, you ask? Well, normal mode, just like it sounds, normal driving. It's not supposed to be anything crazy where you know, it shifts the gears lower to put you in the right gear or anything like that. Just for normal driving. Alright, so moving on from normal mode to sport mode, one click to the right. What sport mode allows you to do is it doesn't shift as quickly through the gears to get you in the higher gears for fuel savings. It kinda, you know, still keeps it on, it still upshifts to eighth gear if you're, you know, cruising. It will shift up, but the throttle response is so much sharper. Let me actually put it in sport now because I'm driving and normal's a little boring. But the throttle is way more responsive. You know, you barely touch on it and the car moves, which is what you want in this kind of car. So it helps out a lot. I love driving in sport mode. I love how the gauges change. If you're really trying to drive aggressive and, you know, be balls to the wall with this car, you need to go to Sport Plus, traction off. Manual mode is ideal, but you don't really necessarily need manual mode because in the Sport Plus setting, the car keeps the gears basically right at the power band. So you're always kind of in the right gear. No worries about that. So let me flip the camera around here, show you how the different gauges look. Alright guys, this is the magical button where all the magic happens. So one turn to the left. Let me show you the display here. Throws you into Eco mode. This is the baby cruising mode on the highway where you're stuck in traffic. So if you're trying to, press on the gas. All right, back at it. So you're cruising. All right, so you're cruising. The blue lines, if they're all lit up, they represent that you are driving economically. Let me floor it a little bit, and you see how they just disappeared. That's because you are not driving economically. So that is eco mode. Press the button down once, and that takes you into normal mode. As you can see, the display looks pretty normal. This is the normal driving mode. One turn to the right takes you into sport. The gauges look much more sporty, much more racy. The car already feels sharper. And then you go one more time to the right, throws you into Sport Plus and keeps you in lower gears, keeps you in the power band, gives you like this digital readout. Let me give you guys a rev here. Gives you your engine oil temperature, coolant temperature, gear position. It basically focuses on the RPMs and the gear that you're in. Let's say if you're in manual mode, that pulls it up right in the center so you can pay attention to the most important things instead of the things that you don't need. Let's say in Sport Plus mode, where it gives you the MPGs and moves the coolant temperature and oil temperature to the left hand side. So guys, in conclusion, if you want to drive this car like it's meant to be driven, balls to the wall, you got to be in Sport Plus, manual mode, traction off, not even in export mode. Go to full traction off by holding the button for about 3 seconds, and it bypasses expert mode and goes into manual, or full traction off. So once I got comfortable with the car, now basically I drive it all the time in sport mode. If I need more power and more, better position and gearing, Sport Plus, and then manual, and like it rips. I come out of corners sideways all the time because just this thing is a beast and I love it. So it's a great car. A lot of people say it's underpowered, but it is definitely not. It moves for the power that it has. Stay tuned for the next video, guys.